Bryce Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the air, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little. And a really... Turning on the Jets! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Quick strike complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. The give to the left. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the move. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end now in motion. Give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Drives to the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets
Flips a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Carr. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he added the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out.
always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The option look. He'll toss it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to...
Makes the catch down the right side. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Love. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to go up top at times, running out in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Love. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Pauling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. First and goal. South Carolina, 14. Notre Dame, 7. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, growing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Great place to start for this offense. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got some room, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position.
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Pauly. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Got it in the middle, it's Pauly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass?
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll try the right side. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Trying to set up the screen. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Quick pass on the fly motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes down the right side. At the 30. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job on the offense extending their lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it for a big play. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Carr. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Let's it go to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Looking for the two-point try. They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And you want that clock to run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the...